Okay, so I had a woman visit me, and it looks like she's passed on. She wanted me to she wanted me to know that this cult, um, the cult is actually masculines, and they are powerful, government wise, wealth wise, in the U.S. These possibly even other countries as well, but this particular cult that this woman showed me, that my guide showed me, that spirit showed me, it's the cult is masculines, men. And this cult is the masculine, the karmic masculine that I was involved with, which is one of the prostitutes of this cult. And the way that it works is, what they showed me is that these wealthy men offer these younger masculines, these prostitutes, money to go and to siphon energy from feminines with spiritual gifts, be it whether they use it for good or for bad. These feminines have these spiritual gifts, so they pay these women. Some of them stay on payroll to do these spiritual attacks, psychic attacks on feminines that they are siphoning energy from. So they target feminines who have wealth, or who they access the Akashic records and see who have a divine purpose, who have wealth attached to their destiny, and these are the women that they attack. They prefer, if they're divorced, if they have a son, those are like golden for them. In my particular case, when I was targeted, I was already married. They attacked my marriage. I saw clearly that they went for my marriage, that's where my marriage fell apart. I was specifically shown each coordinated attack that they committed against me, against my family. Anyway, so they did this they do this to a lot of women. But the woman who reached out to me, she passed on. What I understood is that they were not expecting me to escape. So they do this around the world. So if you guys know who these members are of these cults, of these coven women, because I hear that they treat them badly and they force them to do this, that some of them don't want to do this, and they don't have a choice because these powerful men threaten them in some way or another. So whoever wants to come forward, if you know who it was that reached out to me that has crossed over, please speak up, because they said that they got sloppy because they were not expecting me to escape. So all of these women were like on schedule. All of these, I was apparently on schedule, but they didn't keep up with me. So where they thought that I was right on schedule, by the time they realized that I was gone, my intuition told me, get the hell out of Dodge, and I did just that. So they panicked, and they reached before that they reached out to me wanting me to join one of these covens. They wanted so they can siphon my spiritual gifts, and I refused. So they attacked my accounts financially. They attacked me to where there was basically nothing in my accounts. They fucked with my car, and they were like sending these offers of these jobs to pay me all this money, and I still was like, no, I'm fine. No, God provides. Well, what about this? You need this? No, I'm fine. And I keep rejecting the job offer. So finally they got desperate, and they were gonna go get me physically, but I had already moved. It was like the spirit had already showed me what was in the plan, and I was gone by the time they showed up. But in doing this, the prostitute that was assigned to me, to my case or whatever, was the same one that was attached. He was already attached to someone else. Several different women apparently he was attached to. But one of them he got sloppy in and was trying to hurry it up to get rid of her, get her out of the way so he could come take care of me. And they left some evidence behind, is what Spirit is telling me. Somehow, I believe there was a needle mark somewhere. So if you are part of this family of this woman who feels like something was not right about her death, I want to say that they made it look like a self-exit or an OD, if I'm not mistaken. And that's another thing. Part of the binding that they do on these women, part of the root work that they do, is they put addictions on them, which are not theirs, and that's part of the poisoning. And many of them are not strong enough to overcome. I was, simply because spiritually I'm ranked higher, so I had more protection. But unfortunately, those who are not as highly ranked do not have that same protection, and unfortunately a lot of them don't make it. So please, if you know of this, if you have any evidence, it's time to take them down. Also, I need to mention, because of what I know, because they fear of what I know and what I will say, I've been placed on the government watch list, which was also a reason that I was told, guided by spirit, to leave the country, because obviously it's being run by the devil, which we all know. And in order for me to protect myself from to get to safety, I had to leave, because that's what they wanted, was to incarcerate me, to unalive me, and eat me and drink my blood so that they can harvest my gifts and learn what God's plan is in the spiritual mission, so they could beat God in this spiritual war that we're in, which is not going to happen. Like, they are literally always 10 steps behind God. They will not win. But here on earth, you, the public, you need to know what's going on. And it's bigger. It's a lot bigger than you know. All of these children that are disappearing, yes, that is exactly what they're doing. They're essaying them, which is also why they want women with young sons, because that's what they want to do with them. They want to well, you know what they want to do. But these children that are disappearing, that's what they're doing. They're using them as sacrifices. They're eating them. They're drinking the blood. You don't have to believe me. I'm not here to tell you maybe that. No, absolutely 100%. This is what's being done. Now it's time to wake up. It's the time of this evil is done. It's done. This is why they're panicking. It's like a cockroach that's dying and it's panicking and it's going crazy. They're done. The new earth will not have these evil people on it. They're gone. They're done. They're being eliminated. So you guys need to just wake up and choose a side, because I'm sorry, because these apologists or these people that act like you don't know what's going on, choose a side, because everyone's being separated, okay? You can go with them or you can go with us, but you're going to choose a side. Unfortunately, we will no longer be living amongst each other. They've done just way too much to God's chosen ones, and they're done. We will no longer be living amongst them. If you want to stay with them, with the Pope, with these religious leaders that do this to little children, you can stay with your pastor. You could stay with your church. You will not have our protection anymore. God will be leaving you with the devil. If that's the path you choose, if you choose to go with God, then you will have protection. It's time to choose.